Before you take an exam, you want to know the format. Will it be essay, multiple choice, true, false, short answer, or some combination? If the exam is a combination, you want to know what percentage is essay, multiple choice, and so on. Your professors will probably announce the format in class. That and other information may also be in the syllabus. If you have any questions, ask.
Oh, I think it's very important before a test to raise your hand and say, Professor Anderson, can you tell us what the format of the test is going to be?
How many questions will there be? Will there be a choice of essay questions? Is the exam based on lectures, the book, or a combination? Teaching assistant Deborah Pfaff, who writes and grades exams, suggests you also ask,
is it comprehensive? Does this cover the entire year? What is the focus of the particular exam? Is it only on this section, that section, so on and so forth?
It's up to the professor to decide how much to tell you, but it's up to you to ask, especially when it's your first exam with that prop. It's that first exam that's toughest, says Dr. Craig Nelson, who teaches anatomy and physiology at Prairie State College near Chicago.
The hardest test is the first one, to get a feel for how they test, how they write the questions, how they think about them.
Case in point, it's exam day for these students at Lycoming College in Pennsylvania. They expected a tough test. It was. Tell me about the test.
It was difficult. It was very difficult. Not what we expected.
Is this the first exam you've had with this professor?
Yes, it is.
So that's always an issue, isn't it?
It's always an issue. The first test always kind of gives you an example of what the others will be like. It sets a precedent, really, for the type of test that the professor's likely to give.
But I didn't know how she was testing, you know what I mean, how her tests were, or she was more relied on her lectures or the book or whatnot. So the first test is always a little shaky just because you're not sure what to expect.
This is the first test with this professor.
Yes, first time I've ever had her and the first test I've ever had with her, yes.
So you have a little better idea what the next test is going to be like?
Absolutely. I know what to expect now.
So in advance of the exam, find out the answers to these questions. What's the format? Essay, multiple choice, true, false, short answer, or some combination? If it's a combination, what percentage essay, multiple choice, etc.? Next, how many questions will be on the exam? If it's an essay test, will you have a choice of essay questions to answer? Is it a show your work exam, something you might have in a math or science class? In addition to the exam format, you want to know what's the focus. For example, does it cover chapters 4 through 8? The last month of lectures? The lectures or the reading? Or both? Is it a semester-to-date exam, meaning it covers everything from the start of the semester?